To all North Pole City Elves, those in Santa's Village, in the lower 48, and all around the world, this is your weekly update. I am your host, Walter Mistletoe Livingstone. Let's go to press. For the week of February 7th, 2022, your sponsor is Freddy's Fine Furnishings, located at 928 Holly Drive. Freddy's Fine Furnishings features craftsmanship at the level you would find at Santa's Workshop. From in-stands to dining room tables, stop by Freddy's Fine Furnishings to find anything to make your house a home. Update from Santa's Village. There was some disruption in the workshop last week as Cupid and some of the workshop elves were playing games in the cafeteria of Mrs. Claus's kitchen, and they were late returning to their shift. Although taking breaks from work is highly encouraged, supervisors of the workshop were a bit concerned when the elves were not back at their posts when expected. There were no delays in production as the elves stayed a bit later to get caught up on their work. This seems to happen quite often when some of the legendary figures visit the workshop, said Latimer Sneed, Santa's workshop supervisor, but we build this into our forecasted production numbers. From the Department of Elfland Security Division, Professor Hinkle has been captured and transported back down south. Edward Hinklemeyer released a statement thanking all the North Pole City Elves who reported his whereabouts that led to his capture. We deal with this issue every year and are prepared to keep our legendary figures safe and secure, he said. Frosty is safe once again and will be out roaming the streets of the city once more. Also, the Tailor and Seamstress Division has been busy with the creation of some new designs for Cupid. Several have been posted to Cupid's website and are available through the TAOLF merchandise store. The division of WWWPR has been exploring other social media platforms for the TAOLF website. Coming soon may be an Instagram and a TikTok account. Some tests have been performed and results so far have been favorable. Once these are released, there will be links on the main page of the website, and make sure you take the time to follow along if you have accounts on these platforms. An update on North Pole City weather. More sun is in the forecast. It may not be time to break out those shorts and bathing suits, but we will have some great snow fishing weather this week, so be sure to get outside and have some fun. This week in Elf history, on February 7th, 1984, while in orbit 170 miles above Earth, Navy Captain Bruce McCandless II becomes the first human being to perform an untethered spacewalk when he exits the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger and maneuvers freely using a bulky white rocket pack of his own design. McCandless orbited Earth in tangent with the shuttle at speeds greater than 17,500 miles per hour, the speed at which satellites normally orbit Earth, and flew up to 320 feet away from the Challenger. After an hour and a half of testing and flying the jet-powered backpack and admiring Earth, McCandless safely re-entered the shuttle. On his famous spacewalk, he wrote in 2015, "My wife Bernice was at mission control, and there was quite a bit of apprehension. I wanted to say something similar to Neil Armstrong when he landed on the moon, so I said, it may have been a small step for Neil, but it's a heck of a big leap for me." That loosened the tension a bit. An update from North Pole City Commerce Association. It was decided at this month's meeting that they will be tabling the creation of merchandise for small businesses for a few more months as they work on updating the business directory for the association. With thousands of businesses in the city, it is difficult to decide where to begin, and it is suggested that some sort of lottery may be created for the order in which businesses will be featured. It is also suggested that the association may begin a Business of the Month recognition and tie this into the creation of the merchandise. Further discussions will take place at next month's meeting. From North Pole City Council, after reviewing the plans and designs for the new sidewalks in the city, it has been requested that the engineers look into including the streets in the warming systems as well. If you recall, last week, plans were submitted to Council for a system that would heat the sidewalks of the city to keep the snow and ice melted during inclement weather. This feature may be extended to the streets as well, but this would involve some major construction and disruption of traffic throughout the city for it to be installed. Council has asked for the plans to be presented by the end of the month if possible. A big week in North Pole City sports as a regular season of the snowball games has come to an end. The final team rankings were, in first place, Love at First Snowflake with 169 points. In second place, Candy Cane Lounge with 164 points. In third place, Hinklemeyer Cocoa Pub with 156 points. And in fourth place, the Peppermint Shack with 150 points. These teams will be competing this week in the semifinals in all events to determine who will be going to the finals. A complete scorecard and schedule has been posted on taolf.com. Again, we would like to wish good luck to all the contestants. This week in North Pole City community events, Cupid will be sponsoring a singles dinner and dance at the North Pole City Hotel this Friday night for anyone wishing to find a Valentine this year. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and the singles speed dating will begin at 7. Food and drink will be supplied by Mrs. Claus's Kitchen, and the Treetops will be playing all your favorites all night long. It is expected to be a great event. Speaking of the North Pole City Hotel, WELF NPC would like to wish Jackie Icicle Layton a very happy 800th birthday this year. Jackie has been the head of housekeeping at the hotel for almost 500 years now and runs a tight and clean ship. We wish Jackie many more happy years. This is Walter Mistletoe Livingstone with the reminder, if an opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Have a good evening and be sure to tune in next week for another WELF NPC North Pole Radio News Update.